Hello, it's Bekah, and welcome to the Carriage House Homeschool, a freshly made homeschooling channel. Today I'm going to be sharing our daily and weekly homeschool schedule for 2020-2021, so going to be a very short and simple video. Now, this schedule has worked really well for our family for a really long time. I've been homeschooling for about 7 years now. My husband and I have 4 children, ages 11, 9, 3, and 10 months, so various ages. And before I begin, I wanted to say not every schedule, like this one in particular, it may not meet the needs of every homeschooling family. I know all homeschooling families are different, but since this has worked really well for us, I just wanted to share. We homeschool Monday through Thursday, so we do not do school on Fridays. So between 6 and 8:30 every day, from Monday through Thursday, we wake up, we have breakfast, morning chores, the kids do their morning chores, we get dressed, brush teeth, play outside, and then if they have all those finished, then they can play on their Nooks or the Switch or do some screen time, as long as it's educational, before we begin our 8:30 independent work. And by the way, I also wanted to mention my next video, or one of my next videos, I will share all the curriculum that we are using. So when I say habits and our world history unit study, I will go into detail and do more of a curriculum video. This video in particular is just strictly a schedule example, or to help you get ideas for your family if you need it. So every morning, Monday through Thursday, at 8:30, between 8:30 and 9:30, my oldest kids have their independent work. Now this includes copy work that we do on Monday that is for memory work on Thursday. Again, I will go into that in another video. We have writers' workshops. We have handwriting exercise, anything that they can do on their own. And then I also do before 5 in a row with my preschooler. That is a wonderful resource to use for kids. If you do have really young children in preschool age or even kindergarten, I recommend to get them started first. Give your time and energy to them first, just in my opinion, and then they kind of have had their attention, and then you can go on to the older kids and kind of focus on them, and then keep them busy with busy books or something like that. Monday through Thursday, from 9:30 to 10:45. My oldest kids, we tend to do our core work. We do our devotion. We do habits. We are cultivating habits. We have a little habit tree. Again, I keep saying this. That'll be for another video. And then we do beyond 5 in a row with my oldest kids. We have before 5 in a row, youngest, and then beyond 5 in a row. This is also time I keep my toddler busy with busy books, morning baskets, and so on and so forth. At 10:45, now this is all approximate too. If we get really into what we're doing here, and we go beyond 10:45, we're not going to stop. If you catch a child's interest in something, which is wonderful, then you don't necessarily want to. You just kind of want to stop at their own time. However, there may be lots of interruptions, and we may not get to every single thing. And then but one thing that I don't do is be like, oh my gosh, okay, it's 11:30, we got to start unit studies. Oh my gosh, 1 o'clock, we got to start. I will not allow that stress and put that kind of stress on my kids. We just, like I said, this is kind of a backbone. Kind of go at the child's pace and and your pace too, so you can have breaks in between. Okay. 10:45 to 11:30, we have outside playtime. Sorry if my kids, there are kids in the background playing, so hopefully it's not too loud. Exercise, games, snack, just independent outside time. We try to get as much of that in as we can. Okay, so Monday through Wednesday at 11:30, we do world history. We're currently learning about the Renaissance, so we're really diving deep into that. Again, I will be sharing with you what curriculum choices and everything that we're using for that. And the reason why I chose to do this Monday through Wednesday is because I really wanted to fit in our world culture study, which is very different from world history in a way that we're using it. So before I had us doing world culture unit study at the very end of the day, and we were just not getting to it. We just had too much of our day planned, and it ended up being just too much. But I did sign up our kids through a program. It's a pen pal program. I can share it in a link down below, but they have pen pals. My daughter has a pen pal from Australia, so we're going to be learning a lot about Australia, whether it's the history of it or just the current, any kind of current things that Australia is experiencing, their weather, their climate, their cuisine, any of that stuff. So it's not necessarily history, but it's just world study on a particular continent where we are able to receive letters from our pen pals. Okay, about 12:30 again. We have lunch Monday through Thursday around 12:30. So at 1 o'clock Monday through Tuesday, I have classic card games. Now, I wanted my kids, my husband and I both, want our kids to know all these classic card games. So we're starting out with the real simple ones like rummy, gin rummy, go fish, slapjack. Some of these they already know, but some days we will just play cards that we've already learned. In other days, I will actually sit with the kids and teach them a card game. So I don't necessarily have a curriculum for any of this. We just have a good deck of cards and then access to different, go on the internet and learn how to play just about anything. Now, Monday is a good day for me personally to teach the children a new card game. But for some reason, Tuesday, if I'm starting to get I got to put the baby to sleep or whatever, I can depend on this time, like after lunch, for my kids to just play cards together. Okay, so at 1 o'clock Wednesday and Thursday, we do quiet arts handwork instead. This is something else I wanted my children to kind of dive deeper in. Anything that deals with handwork, and I do have some books that we use, but, focusing more on folding laundry. I know this sounds simple, but a lot of kids don't know how to do these kinds of things, or sewing a simple a hole in a piece of fabric, or learning how to sift flour, or bake a cake, or anything that involves using our hands, chopping wood. I know that sounds crazy, but there's so many of these kinds of things that I want my children to know more about, instead of just sitting in front of the computer, which we do have a computer type of thing class at the very end Thursday of the week, but I'll get to that in a minute. Okay, next 1:30 Monday through Thursday, we do math, and I say 1:30, but this is where I'm going to be doing math when my 10-month-old, is taking his nap in the afternoon. So if it happens to be 2 o'clock, then we may just play, card games a little longer, or I may just go tell the kids to play outside for a little bit. It doesn't matter. It's not like a life or death situation. Or I may ask them to, just play with something in the schoolroom, free choice. All right, so Monday through Wednesday at 2:30, we do map work and art. And the reason why I put this at the latter part of the day is because if we don't get to it, then it's okay. Map work, I'm wanting the children to know a little bit more about geography studies. I want them to know the regions of our country, which is the U.S. I want to make sure that they know where each state is located, where, memory work would be the capital of each country. We're also learning about Canada as well, and the provinces, particularly the maritime provinces. I want them to know how to locate those on a map. And then art, we are growing fond of watercolor right now, so this will probably be for maybe a couple months, and then we may switch to a different medium, such as oil painting or sculpture or something else. But art will probably coincide with our world history unit study, which is the Renaissance, because there are so many art formations, art study, all kinds of things during the Renaissance that we are going to be studying about. And that would work perfectly with the art slot at 2:30. Now, that is through Monday through Wednesday. Thursday, I do think it's very important that a child learns how to type in a good, reasonable format and at speed or whatever. At 3:30, we plan to pretty much be done. We kind of wrap up everything. If we're not done by 3:30, then we just kind of wrap up things for the day, and I want my kids to go either play outside, free choice. This is also the time that they can kind of take a break and do whatever they want to do. If they want to play on the screens for a while and then play on, we have nooks and switches and things like that, they can do that. It's kind of just taking a breather and kind of just do what they want to do. And sometimes they don't end up choosing screens. They just want to go outside and play, and that's fine. 4 o'clock, now this is a little bit towards my schedule. I will try to work out. Now, I may not be able to work out every day at around 4 o'clock Monday to Thursday because I may be just completely wiped out. So we'll see. I try to get in and work out 3 times a week, maybe as much as I can. We do try to fit in walks too with our baby and my husband, and that helps as well, just to provide a little bit more exercise, and that helps, blood flow and just helps alleviate stress in general. And then the rest is pretty much just, finishing the day at 4:30. I tend to do a dinner prep. Just kind of keep mindful of the time, but I'm not out there to serve it or whatever. It's there for me as a tool, but I'm going to just kind of go with the flow throughout the day. And 5:30, we tend to just clean up after dinner. My 3-year-old, we take up his bath, and he goes to bed pretty early. We like to have him in bed by 6:30, and that way my husband and I can go for a walk with our baby. And I know that sounds, I hate to not include our other children in with our walks every day, but my husband and I feel like we need to get that one-on-one time with each other, and this is a great way to do that. And then our baby just kind of is hanging out in the stroller while we go for a walk. So about 6:30 or so, showers and baths for our older children, and as well as our 10-month-old baby. And then 7:30, books in bed again. See, by 8 o'clock, we'd like for our children to be in bed at least, with reading. If not asleep, they're at least in bed and reading a book or so. So, okay, if you have any questions about this, or comments, or if you want to provide your own, if you're like a seasoned homeschool mom and you want to provide your input, then please definitely leave it in the comments section below. But yeah, definitely I will be doing another video on all this curriculum that I'm using, or resources that we are using, in another video. Videos are posted weekly. I don't have a specific day that I'm posting currently at the moment, but I am trying to get videos out weekly, so you can turn on your notification bell and you'll be notified when those videos come out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. Bye.